Hi friends, in this video we continue to talk about the SUI project and the topic will be the SUI security. This is a very important element in the development of the project on which direction the future depends, so let's start the analysis. During the development of SUI, the main focus on security it had to be at the highest level. Assets on SUI can only be used by owners defined by smart contracts. These assets can be checked and determine if the network is available for proper processing. SUI security is characteristic by the following properties. The transaction can only be carried out by the owner of this asset, and authorization is carried out using a private signature case and only the owner can open. Next, transactions are carried out with assets according to the defined rules of the smart contracts and expressed using the move language. After the transaction is completed, the change in the assets will be saved and the received assets or those that are left will be available for further use. Next, the SUI system works through a protocol between a set of independent validators while maintaining maximum security if a certain number of validators don't follow the protocol. Any transaction in SUI can be checked to see if it was processed correctly. That is, all transactions are publicly available and anyone can check them. And the last one, validators are determined periodically by blocking SUI users and delegating SUI tokens to one or more validators. So let's go to security architecture and talk about it. The SUI system is managed by a set of validators that process transactions. A SUI transaction is valid and can only be completed if the asset owner digitally signals the transaction with a private key. If a user security stores the signaling key, then no one can work with that user's assets without being noticed, even if the validators don't follow the protocol. Addresses and property number. A user can have multiple addresses and multiple signing keys to ensure maximum security and privacy. The private signing key also corresponds to a public address on SUI network that can be used to send assets. The address does not require pre-registration, and when you send an asset to another address, it automatically creates this address in the network. But don't forget to check the recipient address, because if you don't check it and the assets are sent incorrectly, you'll unfortunately lose those funds. Next, it's smart contracts. All assets have a type that is defined in the SUI smart contract. A transaction with an asset type can invoke operation defined only in the smart contract that defines the asset type and is limited by the logic in the contract. Therefore, users only need to work with assets using smart contracts they trust. Next is the finality of the agreement. Any valid transaction will be sent to all validators for certification. Even if the number of validators doesn't correspond to the protocol, the transaction can be completed with the help of the part of validators that follows the protocol. This is achieved through the use of cryptographic Byzantine fault-tolerant protocols defined by the SUI protocol. They ensure security and cannot prevent transaction processing by wrong validators. The execution of the transaction may not be successful only if enough gas has been spent in the smart contract's conditions to pay the cost. And the last one, in censorship resistance and opens, users can look and delegate their SUI tokens in each epoch in order to determine the validators who will manage the SUI network. In the next epoch, validators only reward those who have delegated their SUI coins to support those validators. Those validators with lower reliability will accordingly receive a lower reward. In this way, SUI users can always monitor the work of validators, and if they notice unavailability, they will be removed from the network. This ensures good network and SUI system performance. See you soon. Bye.